Have you ever been stuck between a rock and a hard place? Have you ever been the manager with employees here and a boss there? You're stuck in the middle. Your porridge is too cold. Your porridge is too hot. You've got to combine it and make it this brown sugar warmness. This workout today is for the middleman. This is for intermediate bodyweight practitioners. We ran a poll on my YouTube community page. I asked, what kind of bodyweight workout do you want? And you guys voted for an intermediate. So you've been doing bodyweight training long enough to not be considered a beginner, but you've still got a bit to go to class yourself as advanced. You're looking for some more variations, different things to try that aren't just pull-ups, resisted push-ups, support position on the rings. So I've broken down bodyweight training as a whole into 5 components. We have pushing, we have pulling, we have straight arm strength, we have core, and we have compression. And I've chosen an exercise for each of those 5 components and put it into this general workout. So pick and choose what you want, follow it along. I started kind of with the most basic reps and you can build from there, but feel free to scale it for yourself. Add more reps, add less reps, less time in the position, scale it to where you're at. But I think these exercises are awesome for the intermediate practitioner. What you'll need is, you can get away with just having rings, but in this workout I use rings and a bar. Any questions, comment below. Let's get straight into it. Starting the workout with the push element in the form of the Bulgarian dip. Now this exercise was recommended to me many years ago as a way to develop the strength of the chest in preparation for the Iron Cross. It puts particular stress on the pec major. Salute! And one last thing just to keep in mind with the Bulgarian dip is they do require that mobility of internal rotation within the shoulder, which does stress the rotator cuff. So just be mindful of that when performing it. So there's many ways to increase the difficulty when pull-ups and chin-ups become a bit mundane and a bit too easy. You're banging out way too many reps on them. And one way to focus and increase difficulty is to master the one-arm variation. So my tip with this exercise is to make sure you dial in that depression and retraction of the shoulder before you enter into the hold. Once you're competent with this, I'd suggest to make it a bit more difficult at the end of the set. That's when you do a controlled negative back down to hang. Now there's so many great straight arm exercises, but the reason I landed on this one for this general workout for the intermediate is because of the dynamic component for one, which I just think adds some nice variability to this workout. It keeps things interesting. The challenge here is maintaining that angle with your arms, maintaining straight arms, and keeping that hollow body position. Skin the cat, one of the greatest bodyweight exercises of all time. It benefits in so many ways, and you'll get a lot of those benefits today. But with the modification I've made, I'm putting an emphasis on compression. So we're taking the pressure off on our own ability to compress by entering into the German hang as you start to lift up, just in the tucked position, the easiest variation. So once we come around, we're exiting that tucked position and extending the legs into a German hang. And then when we pull back, we're going into a folded pike position. Now, as we come back around, we keep the quadriceps tense so our legs stay straight, and we aim to keep our shins as close to our face as possible, slowly lowering it down, trying to keep that compressed position we had at the midway point, all the way to when our back is vertical again and the legs are lowered. Ending with core. Is it going to be a hover? No. The hover's great, but we're doing the dragon flag, which is an awesome core exercise that particularly smashes your abs and is a little bit different to the hover. It keeps things interesting. The go-to is a hover. So I've only included the negative here because by adjusting the time spent lowering is what increases or decreases the challenge here. You can raise up and it looks impressive, it does, but when you extend the lowering time, it can be just as, if not more beneficial than raising back up. Raising back up, I feel you can sometimes lose the benefit because you start to rely on, see in my case, holding onto the fence. You start to rely on pulling against the fence with your hands, which takes away from the core working. So I'm not against raising back up, but just to teach a general audience like I'm trying to reach in this intermediate workout, there's so many benefits in lowering alone and simply adjusting the time. That's the workout, guys. Like I said at the start, any questions, comment down below. Like I said, you can scale this workout, add more reps, add less reps to suit where you're at. Let me know what kind of workout you want to see next time. Do you want to see a more beginner-based workout? Is there more, do you particularly love one of those components, pushing, pulling, the straight arm work, and you want a workout based around that? Let me know. If you got something out of the video, subscribe, give it a like if you're going to go and try this workout, and I'll see you for the next one.